Hey, good morning. It's early 5:40 in the morning. I'm gonna go into the gym and get a 6 a.m. cycle class. All right, workout done. It was challenging, but I'm glad I went. What do you think, Charlie? Hey everybody, thanks for joining. I'm so glad you're here. And as you saw earlier in this video, I was up and at 'em bright and early this morning, which means now, as I'm filming this later in the afternoon, I'm feeling a little run down. So I'm hoping that in today's teas that I get one with caffeine in it. Let's see. All right. Yes, look, it's chai. I love chai tea, especially in the fall and winter months. It's just so warming and Oh, from my tea advent calendar, let's check out today's affirmation. Oh, okay. Well, I can't disagree with this. Wisdom is led by experience. I'm gonna go run and get a dash of milk to put in this chai tea. I'll be right back. Were you a good boy while I was gone? All the gnomes are still in place. Yeah, it looks like it for a while anyway. I definitely needed this. I could also use probably a shot of espresso in here. Is anyone else a fan of a dirty chai? For sure. I have been loving Dawn's Vlogmas, Dawn from Dawn Loves Couture, countdown to home for the holidays for Henry. Oh, so excited about that. Anyway, why I'm saying this is because today is a collab with Dawn from Dawn Loves Couture. We are talking about our Marc Jacobs bags. More specifically, our J Marc bags. It's just fun to say J Marc. And this bag has a very long name. It's the Quilted Puffy. Oh, I can't. Let me look it up. Okay, so it is the Puffy Diamond Quilted J Marc Shoulder Bag. And I did an unboxing earlier in Vlogmas. Of course, I will link that video below. One of the first things I want to talk about is how I've made the shoulder strap into a top handle, because I don't tend to wear shoulder bags. I mean, I'll wear a tote bag as a tote from point A to B and like set it down, but I won't wear a shoulder bag for a long extended period of time. In my unboxing video, I was fiddling around with this a little bit, and I discovered that I could shorten this chain and make it like a little top handle. But that's one of the things I wanted to tell you today. If you are interested in maybe doing the same for your bag, that it will work, but it makes it a little bit crowded over here. So I'll come closer and show you. This is the last chain loop, and you can see that it moves easily. It's not crowded over here. Over on this side though, this is the side where I have shortened the chain and I've put the excess inside. So this chain loop is kind of like a middle loop, if you know what I mean. And it's just a little bit crowded. It doesn't move quite as easy. It's just a little bit more bulky. And it really comes into play when you put the crossbody strap on. Before I put the crossbody strap on, I'll show you in the inside. Here is the excess amount of chain that I've tucked inside. It just gets a little bit crowded over here. It's not a big deal. It's just something I wanted to share with you because, I don't know, some of you may be interested in doing this same thing here. And I've been using this lately and I've been loving it. So when you have a little top handle, it just makes grabbing for the bag so much easier when you're getting in or out of your car, and when you're taking the bag off and on. When you go to put it on crossbody, you just have something to hang on to here. And I like having a little top handle. So I showed you in my unboxing how you can manipulate this D-ring here to take off the chain or alter the length of the chain. This is Dani Oak. She made a comment on my unboxing. She said that it reminded her of both the Chanel 19 and the Fendi baguette. I had already thought about the similarities between the Chanel 19 because of the diamond quilting and the puffiness factor, but I hadn't really thought about the baguette style. But yeah, I can see that because of the east-west shape of this bag. And yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I really wish it had this back pocket. Not because it would make it more like the Chanel bag, just because of the functionality, and it would be a great place to put your phone in the back pocket. That is the only thing that I think could make this little bag even better. I love the combination. It's like, it's structured and it's soft at the same time. So bags that have both structure and squishability, I think, are a really special combination. So as you can see here, when I'm squishing the bag, like it comes right back to shape. It's empty now. It comes right back to shape. It holds its shape while it's empty. It's still squishable, but it still has its form. I like the versatility of the bag, that you could wear it over the shoulder if you are a shoulder bag person. You can remove this chain completely, or you can shorten it like the way I've done here. And it comes with this strap so you can wear it crossbody. The crossbody strap is pretty basic. It's fine. It's easy to use. I could do with it being just a little bit wider, but it's okay. It gets the job done. The closure of this bag, I like it. I just get confused sometimes when I'm looking at my bag face on, I'm like, okay, we pull here on this side of the J and it opens. Like, it opens super easy and it closes super easy. It finds its place really well. But then when I'm wearing the bag and I look down, and I'm like, which side of the J? And then, yeah. So this bag is still pretty new to me. I'm just giving you my first impressions here, but this is like something I'm a little bit directionally challenged in terms of like which side of the J to pull on to get this up. It will just take practice, and I'm sure before long I won't even think twice about it. Okay, so the inside of the bag. It is a linen fabric lining here at the top and all throughout the body of the bag. There is a patch here on the back, and there's a nice long zipper pocket on the back. I like to have my key fob tucked away so I know it won't fall out. One of the interesting features of the bag is this front slip pocket right here. And this is where I keep my phone. And this front pocket also has the same textile lining, but it is trimmed with leather. There's a really nice band of leather at the top of this pocket. And I just think like that gives a nice sensory experience. So when I do go put my phone in here, like, you feel the leather first before you feel the rest of the pocket. And I just think that's a nice detail of this bag. I think you can tell just by my hand what the general capacity of the bag is, but we will pack it up today just to give you a demonstration. Okay, so of course I've got my phone to put in here. So this goes really nicely in that front slip pocket. It does eat up a little bit of your interior space once you put the phone in there. I'm going to take along a pack of wet ones. So many viruses going around. Yeah. And I've been using 2 small SLGs lately. All right, so I'm going to lay the taller one down on its side and the shorter one stacked up like that. So it looks like that. A pair of reading glasses that are not very precious, I can just throw in there. And it fits. You can tell it's full, but it's okay. If I were to take out my phone, could I get my mini pochette in? Because I know a lot of people like to keep a mini pochette with their, just as a catch-all with like their medications and lip products and stuff like that. So it's a little bit tight, but let's see if it will close. Ah, look at that, it does. Okay, so no phone, but mini pochette, yes. It is a little bit pudgy, but it will fit. If I were to pack it that way, I would probably put the wet wipes here in the front little pocket, just because I can, because they can have their own little pocket there. And then the rest of the bag looks like this. And I thought it might be helpful to compare this bag to some other contemporary brands. So here's a Tory Burch. This is the small Fleming. This is the older style Fleming and the smaller size. Sort of comparable. The Marc Jacobs has a little bit of a longer east-west design, but it's pretty comparable in terms of capacity. The Tory Burch Fleming does have a pocket on the back. And then another bag that I thought might be comparable is the Tory Burch Small Kira. The Fleming was a little bit smaller than the Marc Jacobs, and this Kira is a little bit bigger than the Marc Jacobs. Oh, and I forgot to mention that this is in goat leather. It's not as buttery as like my lamb leather or Napa leathers. It just doesn't have quite the same feel, but it is nice, and I'm hoping that this goat leather will make for a very durable bag. My first impressions are so far so good. I'm really enjoying it. I think that it's a good one, and I think it could become really popular. I mean, why not? What's not to love about this? All right, so I'm gonna bring this portion of the video to a close. I will link Dawn's video below, so go check out her J Marc Shoulder Bag and see what she has to say about her bag. If you haven't seen the Kentucky Stories vlog, I will link it below, where I tell some Kentucky stories. I have something in common with Colonel Sanders, the inventor of KFC. It's really been entertaining to see what you've been guessing so far. So you can leave them in the comments below here. You can watch that previous video and put your guesses in there, and I will reveal. I hope it's not a big letdown. I will reveal what we have in common in an upcoming vlog. So stay tuned, I look forward to that. Thanks, Dawn, for collaborating with me on this video, talking about our J Marc Jacobs bags. It's been really fun. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. You take care. Bye.